Okay. Uh-oh, got an update. It'll launch here in a second. Allow access. Okay, let's get this over here where we can. Come on. All right, I think we got it all. What I forget, probably forgot something. You know how it is. I don't claim to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh, we are gonna go play with our prospector some more. See how frustrated I can get by sucking at it. But that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll probably might run a little trading, who knows. But I'm gonna go kill a rock. Maybe I can get lucky like I did last time and get a rock that is turn me into a real nice profit. I did that last night. I found one that actually made a little over $1,000 on. Well, it was very frustrating for the simple reason. Damn it, got a hair hanging off here, something tickling my nose, driving me nuts. Though the more valuable rocks I have discovered, the harder they are to mine, because the green area that you're trying to get your laser on is very, very small. So it really takes some finesse, I guess I would say, to be able to stay on it without overheating or losing power and all that happy crap. Definitely to do the more profitable mining, you need lots of practice. So we're going to go practice a little more. And we're going to try. Now, I'm in HMD, and the chat is usually really pretty much useless because we cannot adjust the font size, and the font size is so small that unless I really try very hard, I cannot read it, and it just isn't worth it. So most of the time I just turn it off. Sooner or later I'm sure we'll be able to adjust that and move it around. Right now it's in a piss poor place when you're in HMD. So we're just going to close out chat. Close comms. Close comms.
Affirmative.
There we go. And it's really a shame that it's not adjustable. But I'm sure it will be in the future. So we're going to call the prospector here. And we're going to go make little rocks from big rocks. Just like when you're in prison. And you're on the chain gang, or the rock gang, or whatever they call it, I don't know. Little lag spikes. Whoops, didn't need to open it. How about that? Whoops. Carried away here. We're on 7. More lag spikes today than I've been having, but They're very short. And there is our prospector, and yes, it does look like somebody just hit the station. Sounds like, I should say. Didn't see nothing. This really is a pretty interesting little ship. I was going to say, are we going to get to board it or not? I really have no idea what we're supposed to do back here with all this stuff yet. Of course, we have our bed and we have the super potty. Don't see anything here that we can highlight besides the bed. And here's what everybody is so concerned about, is the toilet. They think without a toilet you can't play the game, but yeah. It's not helping me in real life, so I don't care. Okay, startup. Startup.
Acknowledged.
No. Eden is being difficult. Alright, rule number 1. Don't use a gamepad to move the ship, because it never works out well for me. So we'll get our ready here. Take off. Take off.
Affirmative. 30 meters.
Holy shit.
You have the con. Landing modules. Retracted.
Gear is up. Okay, let's just kill our throttles if we can. Come on. There it goes. Star map.
Activating now.
We are activated. We had good luck at yellow finding profitable rocks, so we're going to go back. Probably just a matter of luck. Close star map.
Affirmative.
But we will try it again, because what the hell. Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
We are engaged. See if we have any blue. We don't know where we want to go. We don't want to go to a populous place. Range.
Collecting data.
I want to go to Deacons. I'm going to go nearer to aid shelter, I think is the best bet. Jump.
Jumping.
They did all this for pretties, I'm sure, but I can live with it, but I could also live without it. It will kind of put us back on target before we get there. Now we're just going to head right to the surface, and we're going to go to this rocky area here, because it just seems that it looks like a mountain range here, so we're going to try it. And I could, we're only about 70 clicks away, and I could afterburn in to get there quicker, but I have found out, depending on how long you take mining, that you burn quite a bit of fuel, so I'm just going to be patient and go in at full throttle to save a little bit of hydrogen fuel. Because the first time I attempted the mining, just getting down to the planet, hell, I got down there, I only had about 50% left. And I don't know if that's normal or... So, but the last time I just went in at full throttle and I had a whole bunch left. So, you're hovering all the time when you're mining, which burns more fuel. So, I figure I'll save every little bit I can. I've also learned there's no sense in pinging from a great distance. You're not going to pick nothing up. It doesn't seem like the ping range, as far as when you're mining, looking for rocks, is all that much. Probably less than 1,000 kilometers, maybe. So I want to get down to a couple 100 meters off the ground anyway, before I'm going to start pinging for rocks. I'm sure everybody is going to get different results. It's just what I have found works for me. And I've also found that this particular ship does not slow down very fast. So don't wait till you're 1,000 meters off the ground before slowing down, because you may find that you belly flop it, which I have done that too, by thinking it would stop as fast as, say, a Titan would, which it won't. You do not need landing gear or anything like that. You don't need to lower them. We're getting close here. Once we get a little closer here, I'll go to thrusters. Bring it in completely on thrusters. I'll zero the throttle. And we'll start backing out of our speed. Because once again, I really don't want to smack the ground and start all over. I think this ship has a 30-minute spawn timer on an insurance claim, 33 minutes, something like that. Unless you expedite it, and I'm really not into expediting. We'll start leveling it out. Okay, I'm now on thrusters. I have dual joysticks. I have my left joystick forward and back is forward and back thrusters. Okay, we're going to go into scanning mode here. We're going to stop it. Scanning mode.
Accepted. You may now proceed.
And we've got something to the right, which may not be such a great thing. Like I say, you have to search. Sometimes it takes you a little while to find a rock. Head the mountain range a little bit closer here. I'm not sure what those are telling us. Okay, it's clusters, obviously. You get the big blocks, it's clusters of stuff. Let's get a little closer here. We got quite a few. Looks like we went to the right place. Okay, now we're going to go into mining mode. Mining mode. Mining mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
Let's take a look and see what we have here in clusters. This does not look like a good pick of rocks. It's not going to pay very well. Not enough concentration of ore. We're not going to waste our time. Corundum, 3.1%. It's not too bad. Be nice if we could find some tungsten or something. Gold, but it's only 0.03, so there's enough gold there to make it worth our while. .36 diamond. Let's see, the last diamond I hit, I believe it was 0.3, and I got 160. So this might actually be worth mining here. I always start about 100 meters away. We're actually going to try this one. Start fracturing, and I am going to start building the throttle until I start seeing rock energy level go up. I'll get it up to about 75%. If my energy level doesn't go up, there it goes, starting to come up. I've learned not to get carried away trying to make adjustments. Give it a chance to see what it'll do. Since we're still building energy, I'm going to leave it alone. If it's still building when we get up, I'm going to start backing it down a little bit. If I can't back it down fast enough, I'll start backing the ship away from the rock. Add some distance between me and the rock. That's what's working for me anyway. See, looks like we're pretty much... Oh, now we're starting to build again. It will change. I'm going to slowly start backing off the laser throttle. I am now in the green, and I'm still building energy, so I'm backing it down slowly. Trying not, and I'm going to back the ship off a little bit because I'm trying to not climb into the red. Looks like we got a fracture. Okay, you see how I did that? I used a combination of throttle. Looks like I don't have any purple. Oh, there's purple. Let's see if we can swing it around here. I swore I saw a little shred of purple there. There it is. I'm going to go into extraction mode and go ahead and extract the purple. Not a whole lot of purple there, but we'll take what we can get. Okay, that'll probably be all of it. So we're going to go back into fracture mode again. Is that rock drifting away for whatever reason? Whoops. Looks like we got a little bit more fracture here that we can extract. We're going to extract it. Now, depending on how good you are with the laser is how far this ship will fly once you fracture it. Sometimes you got to go pretty far to pick up all the pieces. As you can see, it's getting dark on us, and your ship lights work really good on this ship. Lights on. Lights on.
Activating searchlights.
So why aren't you coming on? They really do work nice. Huh. There it went. Oh. As you can see, you can use the lights. It will help you if you're having trouble seeing. Let's see, no more purple. Oops, there's one more. Let's extract it. Now, the higher percentage, the better off you are, because we're also collecting dirt. And sometimes a higher percentage is worth more than a more valuable commodity just because you're not collecting dirt into your cargo hold or ore hold. So now we're going to go back into mining mode. Fracture mode, I should say, and we're going to start fracturing again. Once again, I'm going to crank up my throttle, laser throttle. It's already coming up quickly. You'll see this. It's a smaller rock. going to start backing up. We're climbing too fast. Like I say, it's a combination of your laser throttle and your position. You want to stay in the little green band, although it's not really very green, at least not to me. Looks more white than it is green. Okay, we are now starting to fracture it. Slowly backing off on the throttle. We have it. We have another successful fracture. However, I don't see that we got anything out of it. Sometimes you don't see it. Just move closer again. Sometimes your distance, what it comes in, what it doesn't come in. As you can see, we're picking up more rocks now. I have learned that. I don't know why. Doesn't appear we got anything out of that fracture. That kind of sucks. Okay, this may have been part of that fracture. I don't know. We're going to extract it. There now, we should be close enough we don't have to go any closer. All right.
Reinforcing requested shields.
Oh hush. We're going to back up some. We're going to go back into fracture mode, and we're going to start fracturing. Whoops. That was a little weird there. I have no idea what that was about. Come on, back off, back off, back off. Come on. There it goes. Alright, let's go see if we got any rocks. Okay, we're going to go back into extraction mode. Now you can set your joysticks up for this, which I have done. Some of it I have, of course, on voice attack. You can set it up that way. You can also use your mouse, and of course you can use your keyboard. But I'm in an HMD, and that just doesn't work very well, unless I want to lift the HMD all the time to see what I'm doing, which I don't. And as I said, your biggest gain is going to be rocks that have the biggest percentage. I reckon we'll probably make off this diamond, we might make $300-400 bucks. I'm hoping. Obviously we're missing it. Because we're getting a lot of dirt. And your percentage pretty much tells you how much dirt. We're going to have to fracture this last piece, obviously, which is okay. Start cranking up the throttle. Whoops. See, we're pretty close, so I'm backing up, slow it down. I see no green on this rock, so I don't know what that means, but may not have anything in it. That might be the problem. Okay, there we go. Let's try it again. As you can see, closer and farther does the same thing as your throttle. And it can be really tricky, especially when you have a very small green band. And I have seen it very, very small. And it is a pain in the ass. The size of this green band is not that bad. And if you move too much, it's going to start falling on you. It's not an exact. You have to keep adjusting, because if you see it start to fall, you'll want to move back in. We should have some rocks here. There it is. Gonna have to adjust that to see what I can do to make them show up more. I don't know what could possibly backed off that one. Okay, we are 100%. It's not going to do us any good to collect anything more. And as I said, the percentage of crap in your rock is very important. See, there's barrel at 6%. So you'll have to know the price of everything. See, that's diamond 0.43. That would be about a third less than we just made. But you need to sort your rocks. Just don't take the first rock that pulls out. And your higher the percentage, the better off you're going to do. So even a lesser material will actually make you more money depending on its percentage. Now yesterday I got a rock that had 3 different items in it, and it actually paid me over $1,000 for a cargo hold of it. So be patient and look. See, there's gold 3%. That's just not really worth bothering with as far as I'm concerned. Unless it would be, gold is so much more expensive than anything else. So you have to do a little, here's corundum at 3%. So we've seen 6%, 3%, we did 1%, 1.3% of diamonds. There's 0.09%. So it's very important to not be in a hurry and to look. Flight mode.
All yours.
Now we're going to fly on back out of this atmosphere and head back to Olisar and see how much we made off of 1.3% diamond rock. Change view.
Change camera.
Like I say, it's going to be a lot of trial and error and figure out what everybody wants to do. I have heard a 2,000 credit cargo hold. I have heard of that already. Somebody managed to get a $2,000 rock. Change view. So it pretty much is going to matter what you're willing to look for. Percentage is going to be a big factor versus the cost. As you can see, by the time we got down the ground, we still had 100% hydrogen. Now we're down to 78. So depending on how much you are flying around with your thrusters, is going to make a big difference how much fuel it takes. So you're going to have to learn to watch it. Should be able to fly right back to Olisar from here, I think, as soon as we find Olisar. Should be over the horizon somewhere. There it is. Range.
Collecting data.
I guess is all the stars down here. Don't know why we'd be obstructed. We're not in the atmosphere. But we can fix that. Whoops, went blue, green, blue, whatever it is. Whatever color your HUD is. Says we're good to go now. Jump.
Jumping.
And for some reason, this throws you into Super Cruise when you're coming out. It should not, but it does, I have noticed. You'll notice my speed was taken off over 200. Well, for one, only way for me to get there is if my afterburners are kicked in. And since it's accelerating, the game is automatically turning them on. Why, I don't know. Didn't do that in 3.1.4. Something you should learn to watch. My guess is we'll be landing over here, so we'll just see. Mobile glass. Mobile glass.
Displayed.
Well, you better display. Don't make me beat you with a wrench. Because I will.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Close mobile glass.
Acknowledged.
Landing mode.
Deploying gear.
And there's nothing wrong with auto land, and I used to do that, but now it has a rough time ever touching down. It seems to take forever to actually touch down, so I just start landing manually again. Change view. Change view.
Acknowledged.
Because I used to always auto land at Alisar just because it was simple. But now it seems like it wants to play around for a minute or two before it actually lands.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Change view.
As you wish.
And let's be realistic, landing's not that big an issue. Okay, come on. Power off. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
And yes, I have all kinds of commands in voice attack that most people are not going to need because I'm in an HMD and I just don't want to have to look for my damn keyboard. But I have not found anything I cannot make it do if I have the patience to get it to program right. Sometimes it can be tricky to get a certain command to work right, especially the ones that use the same command for or same button for several things. It's just how long you key press. Somebody must be coming out because I never hit that. I just ran right through him. Obviously he wasn't persistent. Alright, whoops. Found us a lag spike. Now we're just going to go back here. If you don't know where the at Alisar, they're just right here on the side for your ore. And we're going to only have one location show up, of course. And you see we had it full. And we're going to make 355. I said between 300 and 400, and I was right. Inert materials, you can see our percentage was well, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So we have more waste than we have actual. So that's something to look at when you're mining, is a percentage is very important. Now sometimes you'll find out that your wallet will not go up when you sell things. It may be commodities, it may be a mission. Don't worry about it. Log out, wait a few minutes, log back in, it'll be there. Some reason it's taken a while to update, but it's not that it's screwing you. I have found it's just not getting registered. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to leave that alone for now, and we're going to go take a break here. And then we're going to come back in a half hour, 15 minutes or so. Just because I'm going to use that this live stream as a video cut for mining, because it went pretty well and will be pretty explanatory for everybody to watch as a regular video. So we'll be back in a few minutes, and thanks for watching.